All right, so what do I need to know to be able to complete this course? Well, not really to complete this course, but to get started with this course. So when simplifying trigonometric expressions, there's a couple things that I'm going to want you to make sure you know before you kind of moving on. Now, obviously, you can see in my essential questions and definitions, there's a lot of identities that we're going to have to need to know. And you don't have to know all of those identities right now. I have a resource page as well as a video explanation on how them. But you do need to at least have a basic understanding of our functions for sine of x, cosine of x, tangent of x, as well as the reciprocal functions cosecant of x, secant of x, as well as cotangent of x. So as long as you have a basic understanding by using your right triangles, for those, you'll be okay as far as how we get into applying our reciprocal, even and odd, cofunction, quotient, Pythagorean identities. But it's really important that you at least have a trigonometric baseline before kind of getting started in this course. The next thing that's going to be probably the most important as far as what you're going to need to know for simplifying trigonometric expressions is our algebraic processes. When simplifying trigonometric expressions, it's just going to be like simplifying our algebraic expressions. We're going to have to make sure we know how to add and subtract rational expressions, meaning getting the common denominator. We're going to have to remember how to factor, and as well as simplify not only rational expressions, but complex rational expressions. Make sure that whenever we factor something out and we can divide things out to 1, or we can subtract things out to 0. So that's going to be the main important thing that I'm going to get into in my video for tips and tricks. But really kind of remembering, remembering all my factoring rules, remembering how to factor everything out, as well as adding and subtracting and simplifying rational expressions. So ladies and gentlemen, really with all that, that's really everything you're going to really need to know as we get started in this course. Make sure you have that resource page printed out with you at all times. So as you're working through those examples, you'll really, not forget or make sure you use the correct identity. And as well as once we kind of get through the tips and the tricks and knowing all your identities, we can go ahead and start getting some examples. So let's get started.